At this point in time in our classroom education, I will choose one student to give their identification to another student, and for that student to check their ID. After they check the ID, they will usually say, yes, I would serve this individual. My next question is this: what is the expiration date of that ID? 95% of the time, nobody can tell me the expiration date of the ID, or I like to find a student who will be 21 this year, but is not 21 yet, and 75% of the time, the opposing student will say, yes, I would serve them. And I say, you just served a minor. And they say, how do you figure that? I say, well, they'll be 21 in December. You've got to check an identification closer. This is a 10-point checking ID card. There are 10 things I'm going to ask you to look at on an ID. Now you might be thinking, 10 things on an ID? I don't have time to look at 10 things on an ID. Trust me, you don't have time not to. If you serve a minor in this day, the ramifications, both civil and legal, can be huge. Number 1, you want to look at the expiration date. If an ID is expired, it is not valid ID. Number 2, their photograph. You want to hold the ID in your hand. When you look at the photo, you look straight across. Remember, it's much easier to look at somebody straight across this way than it is up and down, because the way somebody's eyes are will never, ever, ever change. Number 3, year of birth. Number 4, the day of birth. Number 5, the month of birth. Number 6, does the age match up? If the individual who you're questioning hands you an ID saying they're 27 years of age or older, and they don't look 27 years of age or older, you might ask for another piece of identification. Number 7, look at their height. Number 8, their weight. Number 9, their gender, male or female. Just trust me. Number 10, look for holograms on the ID. Anything that is of no significance, such as a seal of authenticity, keys or padlocks, a globe or the words genuine, secure, authentication, etc.